Good morning. So it is Friday, and it is the eighth day of my fast, basically. Um, so my plan was to upload the videos last night and then go for one last uh, long walk to see what calories I could burn. But what I didn't realize is that last night, with all the exertion that I put into trying to burn off as many calories as I could on the last day, uh, what I didn't factor in was that while I was feeling good and physically able to do everything, my cognitive ability was being affected. And so I would kind of space out on things, but it wasn't anything that I would kind of notice until it happened. And so yesterday, like I said in a previous video, I the last thing I did was go to the grocery outlet to pick up some, things that were on my list to help me with transitioning to a keto diet. And I locked my keys in the car because I jumped out of the car and locked it without taking the keys out of the ignition. And then when I was leaving the grocery outlet, I left my cell phone, on the counter and walked out the door. So thank God for AAA, and thank God I was so wrapped up in this content creation that I wanted to tape myself leaving the store, and then I realized, oh my God, I don't have my cell phone, so I ran back. So I was luckily nothing bad came out of those things. And then when I got home, I finished filming the video for yesterday, and then when I was going to upload it, I kept kind of just making silly mistakes that made it take longer to upload the part one and part two of yesterday's videos until like the wee hours of the morning. So I didn't get to go for that last minute walk. And I was able to notice, but as I was uploading and really looking at myself, that I was much more spaced out, as I was talking, because it was just harder for me to find the words to speak as I was talking last night. So, the accumulation of exerting myself had taken more of a toll than I realized. But I was still able to function and everything. I was just a little bit kind of slower in my speech. And I could see, like as I was watching the video of yesterday, just how valuable this experience has been, because I'm so much more aware of just, I guess I want to say how unhealthy I have been, that I feel like it's shown on my face with the different discolorations, because I think that has to do with the high level of insulin in my system over these years, that I'm really, really glad I've done this fast. And I am now more committed than ever to staying on a path of getting my health back, so that I want to, over time, be able to look at myself in these videos and see the health of my body on my face, because I could see like that I have the skin tags and discoloration, which are a product of my having uh, high insulin levels. And I never realized that, but I've gotten that information from watching different videos over the course of this week. And last night, I was literally able to see, oh wow. So it was like I was seeing myself for the first time. You know, sometimes how you can look at yourself in the mirror and fool yourself into saying, oh, I look better than I actually am. I felt like a veil was lifted. And while I was trying to upload the film from yesterday, I just saw how dehydrated I have been and the toll it's taken on my face in terms of it looking kind of dry and discolored and having the skin tags. So, uh, having that kind of wake up call has me, looking and saying, okay, I really have to take this whole um, health challenge and getting into the best shape of my life, which is my goal for uh, May 10th. I am taking that so much more seriously now because uh, I know I've got more work to do. This was a great start doing this 7-day fast, but I'm using my face as a marker now of because of the whole discoloration and the skin tags that I have on my face. One of the good things that I got from watching those YouTube clips is they said these are a sign of the high insulin levels. So, but as you get that under control, those things will go away. So, I'm going to put that to the test and really work this ketogenic cycling diet that I'm going to do and see how I can get myself, you know, into the best shape. And I'm going to look at getting my face to a more even skin tone and hopefully getting my insulin levels low enough that the skin tags, fall off. I've had one fall off before. So hopefully I'm going to keep going, not with the fast, but with the ketogenic diet. And by the time I get to my birthday, I will have cleansed my system and lowered my insulin levels and blood sugar level enough for it to be reflected in my body and in my face. So now, like, I got to bed really late last night because I got really lost in wanting to get those videos posted before I went to sleep. And I just got wrapped up into it. I was up like really late. So, like I said, I wasn't able to go for the late night walk. But one thing I want to do, just as one last push, is to, before I go to break my fast, I want to go to my LA Fitness and going the rowing machine for just a little bit because I really want to make a serious dent in my fat burning. And I know I've done some of that yesterday, but I want to just give one last push, go to the gym, do a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy at the gym because I know physically I feel like I can handle it. And then come home and I'll break the fast. Okay, so that's, you know, how I'm starting day 8. And day 8 is basically my transition day. So I want to go out with a bang. and then transition with some bone broth, and then some a lighter meal a little later in the day. Okay. All right. So let's get the day started. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm back. So I've just had a bit of a wake up call. I uh, just got on a scale, and after all the running around I did yesterday, uh, I really didn't move the meter in terms of weight loss at all. So I still, my ending weight was about uh, 200. I'm at 213. Now that's great because that means I basically lost 17 pounds because I started this at about 230, and now I'm ending at 213. So that generally means that this fast has been successful in terms of weight loss, uh, and but it's been invaluable in terms of pointing out to me areas that I really need to work on, like being more disciplined, drinking water more, and really what I just learned is I really need to make sure I get a minimum of 7 to 8 hours of sleep because I was up into the wee hours of the morning and I basically got about 5 hours of sleep before I was up. And I'm going to only assume that because I didn't get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that my body uh, is holding on to some of the fat instead of, burning off some, because it makes no sense after, just in general, with as much activity as I engaged in yesterday, that I didn't lose like any weight. It's more like point, I think it was like point 0.5 or 0.7 pounds, which is something, but it's not that much considering, how much exertion I had. So uh, I realized I don't want to kind of get wrapped up in the weight loss aspect of this fast because running to the gym and trying to do some last minute, sweating is not going to burn off, any significant amount of weight. So it's better for me to be smart and not put myself in a situation where I'm exhausted from the workout and too cognitively impaired to be reasonably behind the wheel of a car. So I'm going to uh, proceed with breaking the fast without going to the gym. So I'm going to take Rusty for his walk and then come home and break this fast with some bone broth and then later a light meal with some protein in it. Okay, so uh, I just wanted to uh, report this in and just make sure I'm ending this fast, in a smart way, not pushing myself because realistically, if I go to the gym to try and exert myself, that's more my ego. And I could end up hurting myself, doing damage and setting myself back. So I'm going to take Rusty for his walk, drink some water, then take him for a walk, and then break this fast. And make sure that I rest today. So I may take another nap and just move into the transition phase into a keto cycling diet with, like I said before, 4 days on a keto diet, 2 days where I don't worry about keeping my level of carbs between 50 and under, and 1 day probably on the weekend, not including this weekend, uh, as a fasting day. So, okay, so this has been a great experience, and I'll talk about it more later, but I just wanted to have it on the record that I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to let myself get wrapped up in trying to lower my numbers, because this is not a sprint, this is a marathon to my birthday, to get into the best shape of my life. And I feel like I've done some real progress this week, pushing myself with this fast, and just recognizing the need is, as you can see, this is what I was talking about with the skin tags and the discoloration of my face. These are signs of high levels of insulin. So I really want to use that as a marker for getting my health back. That it's not just about weight, it's about my system working at its best. And I want to not just, part of being my best is looking my best. So I'm not liking, how exhausted and tired I'm looking. And I seriously want to get the bags under control. And I think that may help with the hydration issue. And I want to get this discoloration going, which will really show me that I'm getting my insulin levels into a normal range for an extended period of time, because I'll start to clear up. I think this is, I haven't really noticed it as much, but it's been there. It didn't just pop in overnight. So it's a sign of high insulin levels, which I never realized. So my goal is to get my face reflecting the health in my entire body. So that's the next phase of this weight loss adventure, is really getting into the healthiest place. So the key is going to be my food choices, exercise, and discipline in not overeating or going crazy with the carbs. I've never really done a diet where I did low carb, but I'm going to really monitor how much carbohydrates I'm eating on the days that I'm eating. But then I'll give myself the flexibility of being able to eat pasta and some breads on my 2 non-keto days. And we'll see how that, pans out. Okay, so I'm going to get on with the rest of this day and start breaking my fast. Talk to you later. Hello. Okay, so I am back to wrap up this 7-day fasting challenge. Went through 7 days, and today is Friday. That's day 8. And I haven't had much water yet today, I'm now realizing. But I want to break this fast and start transitioning into the next phase of this process, which is kind of adopting the ketogenic cycling diet between now and my doctor's appointment on December 10th. But I just wanted to mention a few things that I've learned from this. But first, just remember, I'm not a medical professional. So I'm just sharing things for informational purposes on what I've gone through on my health and fitness journey. So if you're thinking of doing a fast on your own, please consult your doctor first, especially if you are on any kind of medications, so you don't have any adverse effects uh, to it. Do it under a doctor's consultation, especially if you're new to this. So for me, this 7 days have, and I've mentioned this a lot as I've been going through, it's taught me a lot about self-discipline, my need to drink more water every day, consistently, uh, and being conscious of my carbs, uh, at least from now until December 10th. I want to, it's going to be like a test phase to see how it goes with eating a low carb diet for the most part, 4 days out of the week, and 2 days I can have carbs. But I want to try that uh, and have the discipline to be able to do that from now until December 10th. Um, I know that this brought up a lot of stuff for me because I start seeing things with clearer eyes, just kind of how my health is showing on my face. And what it's showing is that I'm not that healthy with the bags and the discoloration and the facial tags, uh, mostly having to do with elevated insulin levels. So I really am making a determination to reverse my type 2 diabetes, get my health in shape, and eat in a way that helps me keep my insulin levels in a normal range so that, I'm healthier all around. And I found that a lot of the foods on I made a list of keto-friendly foods, and most of those foods are what I eat, in terms of Brussels sprouts and spinach, green leafy vegetables, Greek yogurt, uh, the different meats. I'm going to try and work to eat as much grass-fed meat as possible, and see how that works. But, I really have to do some shopping around for that because it's not as easy to find as just regular meat, but the regular meat is kind of corn-fed, and I'm assuming it's still good for you, but it doesn't have as much nutrition as grass-fed meats. So I'm going to try and steer in that direction. And yeah, most of the food on the list I'm already eating. I bought my sardines, I bought some shrimp, and I bought, as you saw in yesterday's video, a number of foods to kind of move into this ketogenic phase. Also, I finally got from Amazon my Keto Mojo, which is supposed to help me track my glucose and my ketones. So it's going to take me a little while to figure this out because it's a little complicated. I did my first test and I was able to figure out my ketones. My first ketone reading said 4.7, which has a link to an app on your phone, so that, but I can't show you because I'm using my phone to tape this. But 4.7 says is within the range of healthy ketones in my system. So that's a good thing. So I've started off with that. I haven't figured out how to take the glucose. I assumed with the one strip that it did both, but it only gave me one reading. So I will do a video on that later. But for now, I got that. And it was only $50. And it came with some strips. Now, clearly I'm learning from this fast that I can have some brain fog that comes with this fasting thing, because I ordered the Keto Mojo and I got what I thought was getting was the strips that you need to test your blood for the ketones. But what I actually got was urine strips, which is fine because I've been testing my ketones with urine strips that I have. So I have to order more Keto Mojo test strips, but I didn't realize I was ordering the wrong thing, even though I looked at it thoroughly. So clearly, one of the things that is impaired is kind of just a little bit of mental sharpness on some things, because I'm just noticing I've made, a number of kind of mishaps, like locking my keys in my car, which I think I've done one other time in my life, or leaving my cell phone on the counter at the store. And I realized this morning, when I was at the grocery outlet, I bought some grass-fed yogurt, like 4, cartons of it, and I left them in a bag in my living room, and I thought that I had put them in the refrigerator, and didn't discover that till this morning. So I put those in, and it's all fine. They're all minor things, but like that, along with ordering the wrong test strips, it's another thing for me to kind of make sure I am keeping my mental functions sharp, because doing stuff like this is helping me cleanse, but I want to kind of know, I'm shooting on all cylinders. So I want to end this fast. Again, this has been a good starting point for me in terms of kicking off, getting down to my Better Body Challenge goal of being at 175 pounds and getting into the best shape I can. So I got on the scale, again, and I am at 212.9. So basically I've lost about 17, a little over 17 pounds in 7 days, which is nothing to sneeze at. I know that some of that weight will go back on just in terms of water weight and, waste in my colon that sticks around, but I'm going to really try and stay in ketosis to continue burning fat so that I continue to lose weight and not go into this thing of constantly putting on weight. So that's the overall goal. So I wanted to kind of shoot for losing 20 pounds, but 17 pounds in 7 days is nothing to sneeze at. So I'm happy with the results of this because I haven't hurt myself, I haven't damaged anything, and I'm in ketosis, and I'm feeling, good. And yesterday I felt great. Today, I think it's more because I got 5 hours of sleep as opposed to 8. So that's the other thing. I want to now move into being much more disciplined with my sleeping, kind of creating a meal plan for myself. And I'm going to go with making like a plan for the week, just so I don't overwhelm myself. So go for a week. I bought enough food that I really don't want to shop for the month of November, except like what I said before, to buy whatever stuff I need for Thanksgiving dinner that I don't already have. So, okay. I don't want to ramble. I don't want to make this a long video. Uh, so I'm going to thank you all for joining me on this first of many 7-day fasts I'm going to be taking between now and my birthday to help keep my system working, as optimally as possible, to continue to lower my insulin levels so that I get to a point where I reverse my type 2 diabetes. So I want to do another 7-day fast, end of November, beginning of December, right before I go into the doctor's office so that I can see what benefits I've gained in terms of my insulin levels and my general health in terms of weight loss and um, overall health, blood pressure, all that other stuff. So um, I really hope that these videos that I'm making are of some value to my subscribers and to folks out there. My goal with this channel is to be create, I want to for myself, to create happiness for myself and live my best life and push myself to get out of my comfort zone, to get back into living in the world, not being a recluse, but just really living my life on all cylinders. So I'm at the beginning stages of that process, and I'm hoping as I chronicle my journey and share it with you that it inspires some of you out there to live your best life, to get healthier, and to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and enjoy your life. Because what's the point of being here if you're always unhappy? I'm all about living from a place of happiness and trying to create happiness for myself and for others. I want to live my Buddhist practice through my life without it being any kind of like woo-woo kind of thing. I want it to be just how I live my life, creating happiness for myself and for others. So I'm really hoping that I'm accomplishing that with these videos. It's going to take me a while to get better at it because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm trying. So I thank you all for joining me on this journey. Hopefully I will get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of public viewing in order to be eligible for the YouTube partnership program. That's my first goal with my channel. And once I'm able to monetize the channel, and I know that after 500 subscribers, you can monetize it in a way where you're like, allowed to ask for donations or whatever from subscribers. But I don't really want to go that route. I just want to go the route of reaching 1,000 subscribers so that I can monetize my channel through advertising. Because I'm not going to ask people to send me money. That's just not who I am. I'm not currently interested. I don't want my channel to be about me asking you to give me money. I want to make videos that people want to watch and that can get monetized, and I can earn the money through the monetization through advertising. So that's why my goal is for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of public viewing in order to qualify. So I know it's an ambitious goal, but I'm going for it. And again, I hope that what I'm creating is inspiring people to watch my channel, and I'm hoping that I'm drawing to me the subscribers who will find my content of interest and share it with others who might get some value out of it. So I'm going to wrap up this video again saying thank you all, every one of my 142 subscribers, which I appreciate. I thank you very much for being on this journey with me, and I welcome the 858 new subscribers who have yet to come on, who will be coming on soon. That's my belief. So I'm going to now break my fast, and I am breaking it with this bone broth that'll help me with kind of restoring the electrolytes and collagen. And I'm going to follow it up with some plain traditional Greek yogurt from the Greek gods. Not a sponsor, obviously. I don't have any sponsors on my channel. But I'm going to break my fast with that because it has some good fats, has protein, and the bone broth will just kind of help me transition back to it. And then later I'll have a salad and some protein. So, okay, this fast is officially over. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm going to jump into the Greek yogurt now. And hey, have a great weekend. Or if you're watching this after Friday, have a great week wherever you are. Remember, life is about living. So focus on being happy, live your best life, and I will see you next time. Bisous.